So the Lakers once again just got a big statement win in a game against the Mavericks that was super intense from the jump. Luka was going back and forth with the Mavs bench, and just overall as a basketball fan, you could not have asked for a better and more entertaining game. But really looking at the bigger picture, we are watching Luka and LeBron learn to play with each other and make things click more and more. And we are watching the Lakers slowly but surely become a real contender. Nico Harrision really fumbled the bag. Like badly. And as much as Luka was the storyline in this game against the Mavs getting a triple-double, LeBron James once again reminded us all who the king of the league still is. And sometimes when you watch him play, you have to remind yourself that he is 40. Because he does things that we don't see from most 25-year-olds. But yeah, the Lakers were able to survive a high-intensity game against the Mavs. They survived Klay Thompson getting red hot for a stretch. And I have a lot to talk about from this game. But before I begin, I would really appreciate it if you would drop a like and subscribe. It only takes 5 seconds, plus you can always change your mind. We are on the road to 50,000 subscribers, and with your support, I believe that we can get there super fast. Alright, so the start of this game was absolutely wild. Actually, the intensity started in the pregame warm-ups when near midcourt, Luka started doing push-ups with Nico Harrision watching in the background. Because we all know about how he said the reason for the trade was his bad conditioning. So I thought this was pretty petty, and Luka definitely established that he was looking for revenge, and he was just doing everything possible to show how disrespected he truly felt. And Luka, right from the opening tip-off, was super high energy. He got fouled on a drive. It was a clear as day foul, and the ref missed it. And he showed his frustration and got teed up. And I hate it when refs can't take accountability and responsibility for when they miss calls and make mistakes, and instead blame it on the player. It is so BS. And after that, Luka hit one step-back contested 3 from the wing and immediately looked towards the Mavs bench. This one got overturned because his foot stepped out of bounds prior to shooting it, but who even cares? And right after, Luka hit another 3, and this time he dead stared at the Mavs bench for like 5 seconds. It fired me up watching it. I was out of my seat. I honestly initially thought this game was going to be a blowout after how the first few minutes went, but credit to the Mavs and credit to Kyrie and Klay for keeping the ship afloat. And although Luka was not crazy aggressive with scoring the basketball after that initial burst, he read right into the Mavs game plan and started making plays for the Lakers in other areas, and that is how he nearly ended the first half with a triple-double. The second half of this game was back and forth, with Klay and a few guys on the Lakers trading threes, but then in the fourth, LeBron, or as I say the GOAT, took over. And I don't want to hear it from any of you guys in the comments below. LeBron just continues to have these moments where he turns back the clock, and because of how well he is still playing, him and Luka are really starting to figure it out. Obviously tonight from a basketball standpoint was nothing that would make you say the Lakers are going to win the championship, but in a game like this with this intensity, I honestly thought the Lakers would struggle more than they did, and I thought Luka might press and try to force things a bit, but both LeBron and Luka looked settled in, and they were just making the right basketball play over and over again. And let's take a look at and break down some of the plays. Here, starting off with some scrappiness, both Reeves and Finney-Smith go after the ball, and this pass was tougher than it looked because all of the momentum of Smith and Reeves' momentum was going to the sideline, but somehow Finney-Smith is able to get this ball to Luka in the opposite direction of his body that set up the stare down 3. Now let's take a look at Austin Reeves here, because when he is doing this and creating his own shots, boy oh boy are the Lakers unstoppable. I mean, this is the type of shot that stars take. And Reeves, in all honesty, really is becoming a solid third option. And now back to LeBron. Jackson Hayes actually really has been improving at his spacing in the paint, and because of all the people that LeBron attracts, Hayes is starting to see a lot of opportunities with the lobs, like we saw right here. And then later on in the game, this right here is so reminiscent of LeBron's game winner back in the LeBronto days, driving in, one leg bank off the glass. I mean, how is this dude 40? It makes no sense. Alright, so enough of the film breakdown, let's look at some of the stats from this game. LeBron played 37 minutes, meaning he only spent 11 minutes on the bench, and he had 27 points, 12 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal. And he was super efficient on 11 of 17 shooting. Luka Doncic played 35 minutes. He's really starting to get his feet back under him because we all know about the minute restrictions that he had on him initially, and in this game he had 19 points, 50 rebounds, 12 assists, And how about the effort on the defensive end? He had 3 steals and 2 blocks. He definitely was trying to send a message to the Mavs, and he definitely did, whether they want to admit it or not. Rui Hachimura played 38 minutes. He has really stepped up and has gone above and beyond his role. He's been knocking down open shots, and tonight in this game, he had 15 points and 6 rebounds, and he was 6 of 12 shooting the ball. And then Reeves played 37 minutes, and he scored 20 points with 3 rebounds and 5 assists. He was one of the biggest X factors in this game, and I still remember when Reeves told the story that when he was growing up, he would play basketball games, and everyone would be like, "I'll take the white boy," not knowing that it was going to be straight hell for them. Well, that has not changed at the NBA level, and Reeves is only getting better and better every single game. Hayes only played 16 minutes, but when he was on the court, he took full advantage of the opportunity with 8 points and 8 boards. And off the bench, Jared Vanderbilt had 8 points with 3 rebounds and 2 assists in just 14 minutes. Dorian Finney-Smith did not do too much in terms of scoring, but he made an impact for sure. He actually was on the court a lot, almost playing 30 minutes, and he had 2 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals. And with the Lakers losing AD, he is just another wing with length that kind of helps to make up for that loss. Obviously, you can't just replace what AD brought to this team defensively, but as a group collectively, I really do feel like the Lakers are playing with a renewed sense of energy, as I talked about in my last video. I just feel like LeBron and Luka are already starting to make things click, and one thing LeBron has always been so good at is learning his teammates' tendencies. LeBron spends hours in the film room learning what places teammates like to get their passes, to be ready to shoot, when they like to cut, and so much other stuff like that. Like I said, LeBron may have the highest IQ in all of basketball, or at least he's definitely up there, and it's not just like some natural talent that he's had since day one. I mean, he's definitely always been good at it, but it is purely because of the preparation and the hours and hours he spends studying. And Luka has a lot of those traits as well. Obviously, Luka ain't LeBron. LeBron is one of a kind, but Luka is definitely that type of player, a guy that can draw so much attention that he can create dozens of opportunities for others. But ultimately, the term defense wins championships that Nico Harrision said is true. And the Lakers played better defense tonight, or at least enough good defense to get the win. I still do think the Lakers really could have benefited from Mark Williams, but that whole thing is done and over, and everyone has moved on. And I think this actually could be a decent thing for this team, because now guys like Hayes and Vanderbilt have a big opportunity in front of them, and so far they seem to be up for the challenge. But anyways, I know I am kind of going all over the place, so I'm going to shut up. Here's what some of the guys had to say in their post-game interviews following this W.
It was very emotional, obviously. It's very taxing. You know, it's probably a lot of things that was going on in his head that probably didn't even involve the game itself. So, and with that said, I thought he handled it tremendously.
It's just so weird, the moments. Felt like I don't know what I was doing. And I'm glad we got the win. Yeah, Judge said in timeout, you know, let's get organized. And once we get organized on offense, you know, we got a lot of weapons. So that was really big.
That's really all I have to say for this video. Thank you all so much if you made it to this point, and if you enjoyed and haven't yet, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe, because your support truly does mean the world. And also, let me know what you would like to see next, and until then, I will see you all later.